Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review once again as usual. In today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on the 1994 movie directed by James Cameron, True Lies. I recently watched this movie on Apple TV Plus for free when I was scrolling through Twitter, and I saw a tweet saying that True Lies is available to stream for free on Apple TV Plus. So I've always wanted to check out this movie True Lies from James Cameron, and it was actually one of my dad's favorite movies at the time. So I watched the whole movie recently. So True Lies is directed by James Cameron and stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Bill Paxton. The movie is about a salesman named Harry Tasker who's basically tracking down nuclear missiles in the possession of Islamic it's pretty much, he's basically tracking down nuclear missiles in the possession of ISIS, and so Harry's mission is complicated when he realizes his wife Helen is contemplating an affair with Simon, a used car salesman who claims he's a spy. When Aziz kidnaps Harry and Helen, the secret agent must save the world and patch up his marriage at the same time. And of course, True Lies is also the very first 20th Century Fox movie to use the 1994 logo. The 1994 20th Century Fox logo actually debuted on this movie, True Lies. And then they didn't stop using it until between 2009 and 2010. And of course, the logo fanfare was originally composed by Bruce Broughton until David Newman reorchestrated it in 1997 and has been used ever since. Anyway, so like I said, I recently watched this movie, the whole thing on Apple TV Plus for free. And I'm gonna have to say, this is actually one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's most underrated films of all time. I also heard that this movie also got a TV show as well. I think there was a TV show about True Lies recently, and yeah. But after watching the movie True Lies, I gotta say I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was an awesome movie. I will say it's not only one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's most underrated films, but I will say, I think it's also James Cameron's most underrated films as well. Yeah, because I think James Cameron actually does a good job working on this movie, and I still think his best movies include Titanic and Avatar, like the first Avatar. I really enjoyed The Way of Water as well, but I will say I still consider Titanic as James Cameron's best movie. I liked Avatar as well, and True Lies I can say is one of James Cameron's most underrated films. I think there was also another one I want to check out called The Abyss. Yeah, that's also a James Cameron film, The Abyss. I've always wanted to check out The Abyss, so I think maybe one of these days I'm starting to get interested in checking out The Abyss. I actually have it on DVD, so maybe one of these days I might check out The Abyss. But for now, I'm just talking about True Lies. I gotta say, True Lies was actually a fun, action-packed movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I gotta say, Arnold Schwarzenegger's performance was actually well done. He does a great job in this film. Jamie Lee Curtis was great in the film as well as Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton was good, and it's basically basically what makes this movie very underrated is because it's basically because not a lot of people actually had heard about this movie or even talked about it that much here. But I gotta say, this movie does deserve a lot more appreciation, since it's not only because this was the first 20th Century Fox movie to use the 1994 logo, but also it's because it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I do love Arnold Schwarzenegger. My dad loves Arnold Schwarzenegger as well. Yeah, and like I said, True Lies was one of my dad's favorite movies at the time. And I gotta say, the action sequences I thought were well done. I thought the action sequences were fun. And even the sound designs I thought were well edited too, because I always love sound designs in movies, like how they're edited and how the Foley artists create sound for that film. And yeah, and as for the TV show True Lies, I'm not really that interested in checking out the TV show based on True Lies, because the movie's always the best one. And yeah, and of course, like, so overall, excuse me, pardon me. As I was saying, overall, True Lies was it was an awesome movie, and I'm gonna give True Lies 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you haven't seen True Lies yet, and if you haven't watched it yet, then I say this is a good recommendation for me. I recommend it. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on True Lies. And that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.